Once you've made your booking, all your costs are covered. We meet you at the international airport in Nairobi, and somebody will transfer you from that airport either to your hotel or straight to the regional airport, at which point you'll meet your flight, which will bring you here to the Mara. Again, your transfer from the airstrip here in the Mara to the camp is all included. And you'll get here and all of your game drives, your accommodation, your food and your drinks are all included in the cost. The only thing extra might be if you were to go and visit the Maasai village for a bit of a cultural experience. It's a very authentic cultural experience with no commercial value to it. You would have to pay an extra $20 per adult to get in. Mara na Boisha Conservancy is about 50,000 acres. We're a small, exclusive tented camp, and we're in an exclusive conservancy area which is owned by the Maasai. The Maasai are getting direct benefit from tourists and from us being here. All of our guides are very highly qualified Maasai guides. They've all got their Kenya Professional Safari Guide silver qualification. They know what they're doing, they've grown up in this area, and they went to their guiding school, the Koyaki guiding school, in this area. So they know this area like the back of their hand.
Buffaloes are actually considered as one of the most dangerous animals in Africa, more especially when you're doing walking safaris.
And only the member camps within the Conservancy are allowed to drive and do game drives here. So it's a limited number of vehicles that you'll encounter on your game drives, and all of the camps within the Conservancy are limited by size as well. So there's not large numbers of people visiting this area, so it's all low impact tourism. Whereas when you go down into the reserve, sometimes you'll find very large lodges, very large hotels and camps. So the main difference between the National Reserve and the Mara na Boisha Conservancy is the impact of the tourism and the numbers of the tourists. So when you get to a sighting of lions or cheetahs or something else, you might be the only vehicle there. Because we're in quite a thick forest, bushy area, we've got the tents spaced out quite a bit, and each tent has lots of privacy between, with all the bush and trees in between. Also, the tents are side-facing tents, so you've got a big lounge bed on the veranda and a big open window over the bathroom, so you can sit on your bed or you can be in the shower and you can have a great view across the plains.
Oh, I think the camp's wonderful. It's basically a hotel decamped into a tent. We've got, well, it's not even a double bed, it is a super king size that we've got here. Extremely comfortable. You've got running water, you've got hot showers, even though they are from a bucket that they fill up in the evening, but you've still got full shower facilities. Sit down toilet, always useful, no squatting. Facilities that they've laid on is everything you'd have in a hotel. They even come down, put your bed down in the evening, and because it can get quite cold, you'll find a nice hot water bottle to keep your feet a bit toasty.
We've got no fence around the camp. We feel that because we were not the first ones here and the animals were, that we don't really have the right to keep them out. During the day we're perfectly safe and the animals don't come into the camp. But in the evenings we've got night guards who patrol the camp, and one of their jobs is to escort the guests from the vehicle to the tent, back again down to the dining tent once it's dark with a bright torch, and then back again in the evening after dinner back to their tents to go to sleep. The animals see your tent as a single solid entity. They don't see it as a tent with people inside, and so you'll be very safe once in your tent, and even before you get to your tent the guards will have patrolled ahead of you to know what's on the path or what's not there. We've got a slightly unique schedule here at the camp. We wake up very early and we've got breakfast at about 6 o'clock. Then you'll go out with your no-spill travel mugs full of tea and coffee, and then you'll be back in time for brunch.
Well, we got here about 5 minutes ago. It's a small family of elephants. There are 2 adults, 2 babies. And over the course of the last 5 minutes they've come from about 100 feet away to practically inside the vehicle.